Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
There's a search for critical clues into a grisly Moorhead murder going on right now at the Clay County landfill near Holly. Police and the State Bureau of Criminal Apprehension have been sifting through garbage much of the day. They're looking for evidence in the murder case against 27-year-old Ethan Broad, who police say admitted to dismembering a Moorhead teenager and tossing her body in a dumpster of his Moorhead apartment complex earlier this month. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley joins us live right now with the very latest. Bailey, what's happening out there?
Andrea, now, just like you said a little bit ago, there's officers, they've been here for over 8 hours now, sifting through the Clay County landfill. Now, both a backhoe and a skid steer have been helping officers dig through the over 2 weeks of garbage from the entire county that has been sitting on top of Destiny Avery's body. Now, to put that into perspective for you, the Clay County landfill says that's over 200 garbage truckloads of trash that sits in between investigators and Destiny Avery. Now, we've seen time and time again today, officers pick up a bag of trash, look through it, but it's still unclear if any part of Destiny Avery has been found yet or not. Now, I've talked with both Destiny's mom and sister today. They say that they just hope this nightmare is over soon so Destiny can finally be laid to rest and at peace. For now, reporting live in Clay County, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Bailey, for that live report. A new at-home test for the coronavirus should be ready for sale within weeks. The Food and Drug Administration today announced it approved a nasal swab kit that you can do yourself. People will collect their own samples and send them into one of the company's labs for analysis. The test will be made available first to healthcare workers and first responders. The COVID-19 death toll in Minnesota is up by 17 today, raising the total to 160. State health officials are also reporting 97 new confirmed cases. To date, 2,567 people in Minnesota are confirmed positive for the virus. In North Dakota, 18 new cases are confirmed today, but there have been no new deaths. That brings the total number of coronavirus cases to 644. 13 people in North Dakota have died. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum called an emergency meeting today to discuss ways to help the state's oil producers who are racked by falling oil prices because of meager demand amid the coronavirus outbreak. The price of U.S. benchmark crude that would be delivered in May fell to historic lows yesterday. Burgum says one option is to consider classifying oil and natural gas produced at a loss a waste. By doing so, producers would not be penalized under state rules for cutting production. An investigation has found no criminal wrongdoing by a North Dakota state agency in its handling of a new logo contract. The state auditor released a report last year that said the Commerce Department violated the law on bidding uncompetitive contracts for the state's Be Legendary logo. The logo sparked criticism when the contract was awarded to a Minnesota firm headed by a woman who once worked for Governor Burgum's old software business. We are more than halfway through April and we're still dealing with snow showers, but at least it's pretty warm out there. Let's check in with our First Alert Storm team from home. Hutch, what's happening this evening?
Andrea, thanks so much. I got to tell you, this weather has been just wild, up and down, and today on the downside. We do have warmer air out to the west punching in. It's kicking off a few showers of snow, taking you in closer. If you're in Fosston, Bagley, all the way out towards Nadawash, a few snow showers into northern Becker County as we head into our evening. Rain showers farther south. It's in the 30s where you see the blue colors, but look at the rainbow of warmth. Mobridge, South Dakota. Are you kidding me? 80 degrees right now. And Jamestown, you are walking the fence line there at 55 degrees, right on the edge of that warmth. Some of us are just braver than others, Andrea. This photo from Tiffany here of a serious golfer out there getting in a little bit of practice. So it's been a while since they've had a chance. A live look from our tower cam over at the our friends over at Luther Family Ford. Your planner for tonight, temperatures slowly falling into the upper 30s by bedtime. It'll be clear, it'll be quiet, it'll be the nicest time of the day here as we approach the dinner hour and just beyond. A little cooler up to the north. Coming up in a moment, I'll have details on that 80-degree weather out to the west and whether or not, Andrea, it makes it to your backyard here in just a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch. New at 5, mall shoppers are in a holding pattern for their West Acres fix. Mall managers today announced they're extending their COVID-19 closure indefinitely. The mall had planned to reopen a week from this Thursday on April 30th. Another county jail in our area is fighting to keep COVID-19 from spreading after an inmate tested positive for the virus. Beltrami County is quarantining a man who was arrested in the last week. An arresting officer who was in close contact with the man is also in quarantine. Like all students, the physical education majors at NDSU were having to improvise during these times. Before the pandemic, they were teaching homeschooled children on the NDSU campus as part of the program Let's Move in Homeschool. Those weekly gym lessons are still happening, but in a different way. Jody Kurzman explains.
21-year-old Bailey Gartner didn't expect to be doing college courses from her parents' kitchen table in Bismarck. But since mid-March, the NDSU junior health and physical education major has studied, taken tests, and prepared Phy-Ed lessons for her students at this table. Bailey had just gotten the hang of teaching 7 to 10-year-olds once a week when COVID-19 forced all classes online.
It was really fun to do it in person, and then we had to move it to online, so we don't get to see our students anymore.
They're learning how to teach, and so they have their own classes and they get to design the curriculum and the lessons and get really a lot of hands-on practice.
Now they're getting that hands-on experience in a different way. Bailey and her classmates are now planning online classes for their students.
I kind of just have to put myself in their shoes and hope that they're going to like the activity that I give to them and it won't be too boring or too hard. So it takes a lot of critical thinking. So like this.
She's recruited her brother and her cousins to help test out different activities.
15. Okay.
Her instructor says these challenges will make students like Bailey better teachers in the long run.
They're learning flexibility. I think they're also gaining a lot of self-efficacy skills.
Important skills for any teacher, and especially for those like Bailey, who now have one more experience to add to their resumes. In Bismarck, I'm Jody Kurzman reporting for your News Leader.
10.
The students' plans are available online. If you're looking for something for your kids to do while they're home, all you have to do is search NDSU Let's Move in Homeschool on Facebook. A man is recovering from a scary ordeal that left him a little banged up and soaking wet. Polk County deputies got a call Sunday night about a car that had crashed into a creek just north of East Grand Forks. They say the car was initially submerged, but the 21-year-old driver was able to escape on his own. There's no word yet on what caused the crash. Police say people in Grand Forks can rest a little easier. They have tracked down the dog and its owner after a man says he was attacked by a dog while taking a walk. It turns out the incident happened in a private residence, not a public street, as originally reported to police yesterday. Police say there's no threat to the general public. If you want to vote in the June election, you'll need to start the process of getting an absentee ballot. What will be arriving in your mailbox and what to do with it is still ahead.
Today, we saw clouds. We even saw flakes of snow. Snow globe snow for many of us, accumulating to 1 inch, and Annetta still below freezing up in north central Minnesota, almost 80 in Bismarck. Your forecast is next.